Hello, Creative Cooks. I'm Captain Create, and have I got a treat for you.
Today, we're going to make not one, not two, not even three, but 4 recipes that are fit for the fall and the winter months. This recipe is also wonderful because it can really be used any time of the year, because it's a delicious and simple recipe that you and your parents will enjoy. Now, these recipes actually come from createbetterhealth.org, which is a website you and your parents can go to find tips and tricks for how you can save money and be healthy all throughout the year. First, let's look at some of these recipes. Have you ever had toast with cinnamon sugar? What about a churro or churro? Well, pause this video and take a picture now, because if you like either of those foods, you are going to love this. We're actually going to do this recipe at the end of our video today because the others need time to chill in the refrigerator. The second recipe is a cream cheese fruit dip. This is probably the most difficult recipe we have today, and let me tell you, it's worth it. The third recipe today is a pumpkin pie fruit dip. It really tastes like a pumpkin pie, but no crust. Now, just imagine that fall time goodness on our cinnamon crisps, some fruit, or whatever else you want to try it on. Yum! The fourth and last recipe is a peanut butter fruit dip. Have you ever had peanut butter and celery? What about peanut butter and apples? Or peanut butter and bananas? Hey, don't knock it till you try it. Anyway, this is another tasty recipe to have any time of year. The first recipe we're going to do today is a cream cheese fruit dip, and we're going to do this first because it has to sit in the refrigerator for 1 to 2 hours. Some ingredients you'll need are some vanilla Greek yogurt, some cream cheese, brown sugar, and vanilla. You'll also need some equipment, a medium mixing bowl, a couple measuring spoons, and an electronic hand mixer. If you don't have an electronic hand mixer, you can use a large mixer, but you don't need anything that big, or you can do the real fun stuff and mix it by hand. Oh man, this is tough stuff. First, you want to add your softened cream cheese and begin beating it at a low speed. To make sure your cream cheese is softened, you want to take it out of the refrigerator for a few minutes. Before using it, it should be soft to the touch and easy to squish. Next, you'll want to add 8 ounces or about 1 cup of the yogurt. Then use the mixer again on low until it's all smooth and creamy. You'll want to add a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, but first you want to pack it into the spoon so that you have a full 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Lastly, you'll add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Whew, I had just enough. Then you just want to mix it. I used the hand mixer first, but had to scrape the sides to mix the rest at the end. Look at that. And if you get a little on your fingers, that's okay. You can lick it off as long as you wash your hands first. So good. And finally, just put that yummy goodness into a container and stick it in the fridge. For the pumpkin pie fruit dip, you're going to need 1 package of cream cheese, 1 cup of canned pumpkin puree, which is about half a can, 2 tablespoons maple syrup, 2 tablespoons brown sugar, and 1 tablespoon pumpkin spice seasoning. This is one of the best kind of recipes because it's super easy. All you have to do is combine it all and stir. Once you've done that, just put it in the refrigerator. And perhaps the very best part of all of this is that you have 2, one for you and one you can share. The peanut butter fruit dip just needs 3 ingredients: vanilla Greek yogurt, honey, and peanut butter. You'll also want a bowl, and this one you can just mix by hand. First, add 12 ounces of vanilla Greek yogurt, which is about 1½ cups of yogurt. Next, add 1 cup of peanut butter. And last, simply add 1 tablespoon of honey. Then mix it all together. It's much faster if you snap. Stick it in the fridge and let's get those crisps going. The first thing you're going to want to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees, but always with adult supervision. Put 1/2 cup of sugar in a small bowl. Then add 2 tablespoons of cinnamon and stir until there are no more streaks of sugar or cinnamon. The next thing you're going to want to do is spray your cookie sheet with non-stick cooking spray. That way your crisps don't get stuck to it when you get done cooking them. Now's the time to get creative. Pull out a mat or clean a countertop and get whatever cookie cutters you want to use. They can be for holidays or just fun shapes. Press your cookie cutters into the tortillas. Sometimes you may have to press harder or carefully tear the shape from the tortilla. Other times they may just come right out. Place as many shapes as you can onto the pan you sprayed and then drizzle oil onto each one. I decided to use a basting brush, which is not the same as a paintbrush, so don't mix those up. But you can also just drip a few drops onto each tortilla shape if you don't have a brush. Once that's done, you can use your fingers or a spoon to sprinkle some of the cinnamon sugar mixture onto the shapes. We'll let that cook. It'll take about 8 or 10 minutes.
Are they done yet? Are they done yet? Not yet.
Once they're out of the oven and cooled, you're ready to try them. If enough time has passed for the dips to chill, pull them out and use them with the cinnamon crisps. Now that you've made all 4 recipes, we have the best part. We get to try them. So there are 3 different dips. Don't double dip unless you're the only one around. Just kidding. Do you like the cream cheese dip, the pumpkin pie dip, or the peanut butter dip best? Let us know which one's your favorite in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Captain Create.